What if I told you that the struggles with erectile dysfunction after 60 are not simply a result of aging? What if the real problem lies in things that can actually be improved, naturally without relying on expensive pills or risky treatments? Too many men have been made to believe that when their body begins to slow down, their only option is to grab a prescription bottle. But that belief is not only misleading, it's holding you back. Because the truth is, your body still has incredible potential to recover, rebuild, and perform even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. I've seen men in their 60s reignite their energy. I've watched men in their 70s regain their confidence. And I've even helped men in their 80s reclaim the kind of vitality and intimacy they thought was gone forever, all without becoming dependent on quick fix pills that only mask the problem instead of solving it. When you address the root causes, blood flow, hormone balance, nutrition, and stress, your body responds naturally. Your energy rises, your circulation improves, and your confidence returns. It's not about turning back the clock, it's about giving your body what it needs to work the way it was always meant to. If you're ready to take control of your health, your strength, and your performance, naturally stay tuned. Because in this video, I'll show you exactly how to reignite your vitality, improve your blood flow, and restore your confidence without a single pill. The truth is, erectile dysfunction, or ED, is not just a problem in the bedroom. It's often a sign of deeper issues in your circulation, hormones, stress, and daily habits. And the best part, these root causes can be reversed naturally. Here's what most men don't realize. Those little blue pills, while effective in the short term, don't fix the real problem. They force a response, but they don't restore health. That's why many men experience side effects like headaches, dizziness, and an emotional crash afterward. In contrast, when you use natural methods through food, lifestyle changes, herbs, and simple routines, you're not forcing your body. You're teaching it to work the way it was designed to in the first place. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. We'll uncover the root causes of ED after 60, and then walk through powerful natural solutions that improve blood flow, boost testosterone, calm stress, and restore confidence. No gimmicks, no unsafe shortcuts, just proven natural health strategies that help your body remember its original strength. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Balance Health Seniors and tap the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any of the practical natural health tools I create specifically for men like you. And I'd love to hear from you if this topic speaks to you. Type yes in the comments. If not, type N. Either way, your feedback helps me guide these videos in the direction that serves you best. Alright, let's get started by talking about why pills aren't the only answer and what you can do instead. For most men, the first response to erectile dysfunction is to reach for a pill. After all, medications like Viagra or Cialis have been advertised as quick fixes, promising instant results. And yes, they can help in the short term, but here's what you need to understand. Pills do not heal erectile dysfunction. They only create a temporary effect and often at a cost. Let me explain. These drugs work by forcing your blood vessels to open for a limited time. That might allow an erection, but it doesn't address why your blood vessels have become stiff or narrow in the first place. The underlying circulation problems, the hormonal imbalances, the stress overload, they remain untouched. So while you may get a response tonight, the real problem is still waiting for you tomorrow. And then there are the side effects. Many of my patients report headaches, flushed skin, dizziness, or even chest discomfort. Others describe something even harder to live with: the emotional crash when the pill wears off. Imagine feeling dependent on a small tablet just to connect with your partner. That reliance can silently erode confidence, leaving men feeling less in control of their own bodies. I'll never forget one of my patients, Richard, age 67. He came to me frustrated, saying, "Doc, I don't want to live my life on prescriptions. I want to feel like a man again." Naturally, his words captured what so many men feel deep down, the desire not just to function, but to thrive without dependency. That's why I emphasize this truth. Pills are not your only option. In fact, when you rely on them alone, you miss the chance to truly restore your health. Natural strategies like circulation, boosting foods, stress management, restorative sleep, and certain herbs don't just mask the issue, they repair the foundation. They allow your body to work as it once did consistently and without side effects. So, before you put all your hope into a pill, remember this. What you really want is not a forced response, but genuine vitality. And the way to get there is by addressing the root causes, not just chasing the symptoms. Up next, let's uncover those root causes of ED after 60 and see why they are reversible when you give your body the right tools. By the time most men reach their 60 seconds, they've been led to believe that erectile dysfunction is simply a natural part of aging, something inevitable. But that's not the full truth. ED is not just a matter of years on the calendar. It is a signal from your body that important systems, circulation, hormones, nerves are no longer working in harmony. And the encouraging news, many of these changes are reversible when you know what's really happening. The first and most common root cause is poor circulation. Over time, blood vessels stiffen and narrow. Think of them like garden hoses that have become clogged with debris. No matter how much pressure you apply, the flow is weak. Decades of processed foods, lack of movement, smoking, or even silent inflammation make the vessels less flexible. And since erections depend entirely on blood flow, this is often the biggest barrier. The second root cause is hormonal decline, especially testosterone. After 60, natural testosterone production slows, but stress accelerates the loss. High levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, directly block testosterone. That's why men under constant tension often report fatigue, low desire, and inconsistent erections. It's not weakness, it's biology. Third, poor sleep plays a massive role. Deep sleep is when the body produces most of its testosterone and repairs tissues. Yet many older men find themselves waking up at 2 a.m., tossing and turning. Without deep restorative rest, the hormone balance never has a chance to reset. Another overlooked factor is chronic inflammation, often starting in the mouth. Gum disease allows bacteria to enter the bloodstream, damaging the delicate lining of blood vessels. Research shows men with advanced gum disease are significantly more likely to suffer from ED. The connection may seem surprising, but oral health and vascular health are tightly linked. Finally, emotional health must not be ignored. Shame, anxiety, or the quiet fear of failure can make ED worse. Stress and performance worry create a vicious cycle. The more you fear it, the more it happens. I want you to understand this. None of these causes are permanent. They are not a life sentence. They are signals, warning lights on the dashboard of your body. And just like a car that can be tuned and repaired, your body can be restored. When you improve circulation, manage stress, sleep better, and support your hormones. You don't just treat ED, you rebuild vitality from the ground up. Up next, let's explore the first natural fix. Foods that restore blood flow and help open those clogged pathways again. If erections depend on one thing above all else, it's blood flow. The healthier your circulation, the stronger and more reliable your response will be. That's why one of the most powerful natural fixes for ED begins not in a pharmacy, but in your kitchen. Certain foods contain compounds that actively open blood vessels, nourish the lining of your arteries, and restore the flexibility you may have lost over the years. Let's start with nitrate-rich foods like beets and leafy greens, spinach, arugula, and kale. When you eat these foods, your body converts natural nitrates into nitric oxide, the same compound that prescription drugs try to mimic. Nitric oxide signals your vessels to relax and widen, allowing more blood to flow exactly where you need it. A simple glass of beet juice in the morning can work like a natural circulation booster without the side effects. Next are foods rich in flavonoids and antioxidants such as onions, citrus fruits, and berries. These compounds act like rust removers for your arteries. They reduce oxidative stress and calm the silent inflammation that stiffens blood vessels over time. Studies show that men who eat more flavonoid-rich foods have a significantly lower risk of ED. Think of it as cleaning and polishing the pipes so blood can flow freely again. Then there are minerals like zinc and magnesium found in pumpkin seeds, almonds, and dark chocolate. Zinc supports testosterone production, while magnesium helps relax vessel walls and improve circulation. Both are essential for restoring vitality at any age. Even a small daily handful of nuts or seeds can make a meaningful difference over time. I remember a patient named George, age 72. He had struggled with ED for almost a decade. Instead of giving him another prescription, I guided him to adjust his diet more beets, citrus, nuts, and green vegetables. Within a few weeks he came back smiling. "Dr. Hayes," he said, "I feel more alive, and for the first time in years I don't feel embarrassed with my wife." His story is proof that when you nourish your body with the right foods, circulation often rebounds faster than you expect. The beauty of these foods is that they don't just target ED. They protect your heart, lower blood pressure, and improve energy throughout the day. In other words, every bite you take is an investment in both your longevity and your manhood. So the next time you plan a meal, think beyond taste. Think about fuel for your arteries, because what you put on your plate could be the key to bringing strength and confidence back into your life. If blood flow is the fuel for strong erections, testosterone is the spark that ignites them. Without healthy levels of testosterone, energy drops, motivation fades, and intimacy becomes difficult. After 60, testosterone naturally declines, but here's the truth many men never hear. Lifestyle habits can slow that decline, and in some cases, even reverse it. The first habit is deep restorative sleep. Your body produces the majority of its testosterone during the night, especially in REM sleep, but many older men tell me they wake up at 2 or 3:00 a.m. Unable to fall back asleep. This constant interruption robs the body of the chance to restore hormones. One simple strategy is creating a consistent bedtime routine. Turn off screens an hour before bed, chew cloves or sip calming tea, and keep your room dark and cool. Men who protect their sleep often notice not only stronger energy, but also the return of morning erections, a natural sign that testosterone is rising again. The second habit is managing stress. Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, a hormone that directly suppresses testosterone. It's like having your foot on the brake while trying to accelerate. Practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even a quiet walk in the morning help lower cortisol. I often tell my patients reducing stress is not just for peace of mind. It's a direct investment in your masculinity. The third habit is regular physical activity. You don't need to spend hours in a gym. In fact, the best results often come from simple, consistent movement, brisk walking, light resistance exercises, and especially pelvic floor exercises like keels. These activities improve circulation, strengthen the muscles that support erections, and naturally boost testosterone. Even 20 minutes a day can make a powerful difference. The fourth habit is avoiding the hidden testosterone killers, alcohol, smoking, and processed foods. Alcohol disrupts sleep and lowers hormone production, while smoking damages circulation. Highly processed foods create inflammation that weakens your hormonal system. Replacing them with whole foods, clean proteins, and healthy fats helps restore balance. I think of a patient named Thomas, age 69. He felt drained with no motivation and fading intimacy. Instead of another prescription, we built a lifestyle plan. Better sleep, stress management, daily walks, and healthier meals. Within 6 weeks, his energy returned, and his wife noticed the change before he did. He told me, "Dr. Hayes, I didn't know I could feel this way at my age. That's the power of habits. Pills can create a temporary effect, but lifestyle is what builds lasting vitality. When you give your body the right conditions, deep rest, less stress, consistent movement, and nourishing foods, testosterone production can thrive again, and with it, your strength, confidence, and connection." Alongside food and lifestyle, nature has given us a remarkable set of herbs and spices that support male vitality in ways modern medicine is only beginning to confirm. These remedies aren't exotic or difficult to find. In fact, many of them may already be in your kitchen. When used consistently, they help improve circulation, calm stress, and even support testosterone production, all without a prescription. One of the most powerful is clove. Inside each clove is a compound called eugenol, which acts as a natural vasodilator. When you chew it, the oils absorb quickly through your mouth membranes, relaxing blood vessels and improving flow within minutes. Many men describe a gentle warmth spreading through their body and a clearer state of mind. Beyond circulation, cloves also combat inflammation and fight bacteria in the mouth, which is vital since gum disease can directly affect vascular health. Another helpful ally is ginseng, long prized in Asian medicine. Modern research shows that ginseng increases nitric oxide production, the same pathway used by prescription ED drugs. This helps restore natural responsiveness without forcing the body. Ginseng also reduces fatigue and boosts energy, making it easier to feel alert and connected throughout the day. Then there's pomegranate, technically a fruit, but used much like a medicinal extract. Its rich antioxidants protect the lining of blood vessels, reduce oxidative stress, and support healthy testosterone. A glass of pomegranate juice a few times a week can be a simple way to nourish circulation while enjoying a refreshing drink. I recall one patient, David, 66 years old, who was hesitant to try prescriptions. We added a combination of clove chewing in the evening and a ginseng supplement in the morning. After a month, he reported steadier energy, deeper sleep, and a stronger response with his partner. He said, "It feels like my body is finally working with me, not against me." The key with herbs and spices is consistency, not one-time use. They work best as part of a daily or weekly rhythm, small natural boosts that add up over time. When combined with the right foods and healthy habits, they become powerful allies in restoring vitality and confidence. If food and herbs provide the building blocks, exercise is the engine that keeps everything moving. Nothing improves circulation more reliably than movement. And when it comes to erectile health, the right exercises not only boost blood flow, but also strengthen the muscles that support control and endurance. The first category is aerobic activity like brisk walking, light cycling, or swimming. These simple low-impact exercises strengthen the heart and open up blood vessels throughout the body. Just 20-30 minutes a day is enough to make a noticeable difference in circulation. Many of my patients tell me that after a few weeks of daily walking, they feel more energetic and even begin to experience natural morning erections again. The second category is resistance training, especially for the lower body. Movements like body weight height squats, gentle lunges, or resistance band work increase testosterone and improve muscle tone. Stronger leg and core muscles support better blood flow to the pelvic region. You don't need heavy weights. A few controlled sets several times a week can work wonders. Most overlooked, but perhaps the most important, are pelvic floor exercises, often known as Kegels. These target the small but vital muscles that control erections and ejaculation. By strengthening these muscles, men gain better control, improved firmness, and reduced risk of premature ejaculation. To do them, tighten the same muscles you would use to stop urinating midstream. Hold for a few seconds, then release. Practice several times a day, and over time, these small efforts add up to powerful results. I recall a patient named Henry, 71, who had struggled with ED for years. Medications gave him little relief, but when we built a routine of daily walking, light squats, and pelvic floor training, within 2 months his confidence returned. He told me, Dr. Hayes, it's the first time I feel in control again. Exercise is not about chasing youth or building bulk at this stage of life. It's about creating healthy circulation, supporting hormone balance, and restoring the physical foundation for intimacy. When combined with the right foods, herbs, and stress management, even 20 minutes of movement each day can make the difference between frustration and vitality. One of the most common questions I hear from men is, how soon will I notice results? The truth is, progress happens in stages. Just like planting a seed, your body needs a little time to respond, but the signs often appear quicker than you think. In the first 7 days, most men notice subtle but encouraging changes, a gentle warmth in the body, a clearer head, and slightly deeper sleep. You may also start to feel something subtle but powerful happening within you, a renewed sense of energy and motivation. Suddenly, you might find yourself wanting to move more. Maybe you'll take a short walk after breakfast, stretch a little before bed, or even tackle those small tasks you've been putting off. These aren't random bursts of energy. They're your body's first real signs of recovery. What's happening is deeper than just a mood boost. Your circulation is improving. Oxygen is flowing more freely through your arteries, and your hormone levels are beginning to balance themselves naturally. These early shifts are your body's way of saying, I'm waking up again. By around day 14, those subtle changes start to become undeniable. Many men report waking up with morning erections for the first time in years, a clear sign that blood flow and vascular health are coming back online. Others notice a natural spark of desire returning throughout the day, not forced or chemically triggered, but genuine. Your energy feels more consistent, not the kind that fades after an hour, but steady, grounded energy that lasts. Your mood begins to lift, and simple things start to bring joy again. You feel calmer, more focused, and more connected, both to yourself and to your partner. Partners often notice this shift before you even say a word. They sense the renewed presence, the quiet confidence, the energy that comes from feeling alive again. These changes aren't artificial. They're your body's natural response to better nourishment, improved circulation, and restored balance. This isn't a temporary fix. It's your system realigning with how it was always meant to function, and once you reach this stage, everything from your physical strength to your emotional connection begins to build momentum. It's the beginning of a new chapter in your vitality and manhood, one that doesn't depend on pills or prescriptions, but on your body's own incredible power to heal itself. They come from your body's own systems waking back up. By day 30, transformation can be profound. Erections are often firmer and more reliable. Sleep feels deeper. Stress is easier to handle, and confidence grows, not only in intimacy, but in daily life. I've had patients tell me that their partners noticed before they did. You're smiling more, you're standing taller, you feel different. That's the power of restoring blood flow, hormones, and energy naturally. The important thing to remember is consistency. These results don't come from one night of chewing a spice or a single workout. They come from steady, small steps, daily habits that build momentum. Think of it not as a quick fix, but as a foundation. Each day compounds into the next, and by the end of the month, you may feel like a man who has taken back his strength, his vitality, and his presence after guiding men for over 25 years. I want to leave you with this truth. Erectile dysfunction is not the end of your story. Too many men over 60 believe they've lost their vitality forever, that the spark of intimacy and the confidence they once carried is gone for good. But science and my patients' experiences show otherwise. Your body has not forgotten. With the right tools, it can and does respond. We've explored natural fixes, foods that open circulation, habits that boost testosterone, herbs and spices that calm stress and restore balance, and exercises that strengthen your foundation. None of these are quick tricks. They're real solutions that work with your body instead of against it. And the results are more than physical. When blood flow improves, when sleep deepens, when stress lowers, something greater awakens your sense of confidence, presence, and connection with the person you love. I encourage you to see this not as a 30-day experiment, but as a lifelong investment. Every choice, what you eat, how you move, how you handle stress, shapes your vitality. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start one small step at a time, as I often tell my patients, strength isn't about doing everything at once. It's about doing something today that makes tomorrow stronger. If you're here listening, it means your health matters to you, and that is the most important step. Taking responsibility and seeking knowledge. You've already begun the journey. Now it's about applying what you've learned. I invite you to continue this journey with us at Balance Health Seniors. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and join a community of men who are choosing natural, lasting health solutions. And I'd love to hear from you. Type yes in the comments if these natural strategies resonate with you, or no if you feel differently. Your voice matters, and your story may inspire someone else. Remember, ED is not a permanent condition. With consistency, patience, and the right tools, you can regain the strength, the vitality, and the intimacy you thought was lost. You don't have to settle. You can rebuild, and it starts today.